Howdy folks, Jacob V from here. Been absent for a little while, apologize for that. Been doing a lot of work, been having some ups and downs, but things do cross my mind and sometimes I really get motivated to do a video. Today is that day. Folks, most of us are very familiar with this particular frame that we're looking at, this picture. This is the face on Mars. And this right here is a rendition of what they believe it to look like with all of the dust removed. As we can see, it is clearly a face. Now lots of people have talked about this. This is nothing new. However, I'd like to kind of link a few places together. One of them being Machu Picchu. Here's a face. Right here's his chin. If you turn your head to the right, you'll see the chin. You'll see his lips. You'll see the underside of his nose here. Almost looks like here's his nostrils. Here's the tip of his nose. Comes down the bridge like this. Here's his forehead. And right here you can see his hairline. And you can even see an eyeball right here. So here's a face of Machu Picchu. Here's a face on Mars. But the question is, do they correlate? And more importantly, do they ever rotate and face each other? And if so, what happens? How long does it take between times when they actually face each other face to face? Are they exchanging information, portal alignments, gravity pulls, energy frequency transfers, communications, consciousness transfers of back and forth of communication? Like, what happens during that time if it happens? And if so, how long between when it does? Because there's got to be a time where our Earth rotates around perfect to see the face on Mars where they're looking at each other. And so that kind of got me thinking, like, I've never heard anybody talk about that or even try to make that correlator happen. So, but there are some very interesting things between Machu Picchu and Mars. It's called Cydonia. This is called the area, Cydonia area. Okay, and one of those things also being this, Machu Picchu Mars Temple. So right here, you've got 7 Pleiadian stars. Okay, that's what this is right here. And then right here's the D&M pyramid, or the 5-pointed pyramid, 5-sided pyramid, and the face of Alalu, which is the face on Mars. But then when you come over here to Machu Picchu, you've got, oh look, a 5-pointed pyramid, if you will, and it's called the Prison Fortress, the Condor Temple, right here. Like, wait a minute here. That matches up here also with the 7 Pleiadian stars right here, the sister stars. And then you come down here, which is where the face of Alulu is, and there's this right here. It's called Sacred Plaza, 3-window temple. Well, wait a minute. Well, we know the eyes are the windows to the soul, so there's 2 eyes, but what else is sacred? The voice, the mouth, the vibration when we speak, our words, that is also sacred. So there's 3 windows, a 3-windows temple. That's very possible. Now, if you look here, the Pleiades overlaps right here perfectly with the main city factory dwellings. There's 7 chambers and 7 sister stars to the Pleiades. Now, if you look here, see where this says Maya right down here on the bottom? M-A-I-A. Well, this looks like a Maya Native American. The Mayans, only spelled with a Y instead of an I. Maya? Could that be where they're from? I don't know. But the correlations of this is pretty uncanny. Now, here's where we're going to tie some other things into this, alright? We're going to change directions here for a second. And we're going to look at the Sphinx. Now, many of us know the Sphinx. You can clearly see the paws in the front. And I say paws because in my thinking, it's a cat. It was a lion. Some people say, oh, is that of Anubis, a dog? No, but those aren't dog paws. That's a cat's paw. Those are cat paws. And we know that the head is not the original head that was on it, because the head is definitely too small for the body. It was at one point a lion. How do we know this? Because, does the Sphinx align with Leo? Yeah, it used to, not now, but it used to. It actually, about 12,600 years ago, it would align with Leo. As the sun would rise in the east, the Sphinx would look directly at Leo, 10,500 BCE to 11,500 BCE during the last astrological period of Leo. So 12,600 years ago. That's pretty accurate to what we're at for our date right now, is it not? I would think so. So that makes a lot of sense for that to do that. Now, why am I bringing that up? Well, here again is the lion, but a lot of people are having this misconception thinking that it's that of a male lion. I don't think so. I think it was more of that of a female lion being a lioness. Because remember, our planets and peoples are representative of energies, whether it be the masculine or the feminine energy. And I look at Earth as being the feminine energy because we have, so much life here that is created, between plants and animals and all the insects and everything in between. Mothers give birth, like Earth or Gaia, if you will. Like you have the creation of Earth, and that's what's here on our planet. Is we're looking at as it would be a lioness, in my opinion. And the lionesses actually do most of the hunting. If you look at the way that lions function, their pride. The male he's the big male. The males are bigger, but the lionesses do all the hunting and protecting as well as the males. So, and we also know that under the paw of the Sphinx, the left paw, are chambers for a great library of information that has been hidden. Now, the reason I say that, why I think Earth is the feminine and why this is a lioness, we're going to go and tie this to Mars. Now, this right here is Cydonia. Okay, this is a picture of the region of Cydonia. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in here. We can see the face right here. There's the face. Okay, now I'm going to back this back out. Oop, hang on a second. Where are you going there? Here's the five-sided pyramid. Okay. But if we back out of this just a little bit, this looks like a male lion. And I'm going to show it to you. Right here is the nose of the lion. You can see his lips right here, his bottom jaw right here, almost looks like he's got something in his mouth. But here's his eyebrow, here's his eyebrow, eye. Right up here you can see his ear, and you can see his mane all right here and right here. So this is his head. So if we back up a little bit more, look at this. Here's his neck. Here's his chest. You can see his shoulders right here. Here's going down this way is his back, and right down here to his rump. Right here is his butt. So this looks like a lion, a male lion. And if you look here, it looks like he has a crown on his head. Well, wait a minute here. What is that symbolic of? England. Lion with a crown. And it's red, symbolic of Mars, the red planet, where there's a giant frickin' lion with a crown on his head. Are they extraterrestrials? Are they Martians? Is this the same kind of platform of peoples that we're looking at? I mean, we know they have the Needle of Cleopatra right in London. They have all kinds of Egyptian and Sumerian artifacts in the Museum of London. They put it out there for people to see. But what do you guys think? Do you think there's a correlation between Mars and Machu Picchu and even England and the pyramids and the Sphinx? Do you see this coming together as at one point, maybe back in the time that we were all one race but on two different planets, or that we correlated back and forth? Do you think that the face on Mars might line up with the face at Machu Picchu? Do you think that there is some kind of transfer going on? If anyone can, now this is where I'm not able to do this, and I'm actually reaching out. If you can find a way, folks, to figure out through the cycles of the Earth and Mars on our rotations, if that we ever face each other, if those two places ever meet up and face each other, how long is it between times when it does it? Is it 11 years? Every 11 days, 22 days, 33 days and 3 months. You know where I'm going with this. This would be a very interesting correlation to try and figure out, folks. So if any of you can find this out, if you have tools or instruments and have the knowledge of being able to figure that out, please, by all means, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you think about all this. Did I just make an awesome correlation here? Do you think that there is something to this? I will see you on the next one. So remember, keep your eyes open, no fear, and love is the only way forward.